Okay, so what is the difference between hypocrisy and mental assent? So, hypocrisy is you choose not to do something. You preach something, but you yourself don't do it. One expanded translation of the Pharisees is called the Pharisees, actors on a stage of life pretending to be someone they're not. So, that's hypocrisy. They're pretending to be something they're not. But mental assent is a little different because you think you believe it. You go to church and the pastor preaches, or you read an article and you go, I believe that. I believe that's true. But unless you actually start doing it, you're just believing it in your mind. It's not coming from your heart. Because if you really believe something, out of your heart, you will do it. It's action. It's not just a thought and an agreement. Oh, that sounds good. And even healing can be blocked from mental assent because you proclaim it. Oh, I believe I'm healed. Oh yeah, someday the word says someday I am going to be healed. But until we stand on what the word says, that by his stripes you are healed now, and then you start proclaiming what the word says and not what we feel or see, and we start thanking God and Jesus for what he did, and believing God for our healing, even when it hasn't manifested. But we believe the word over our symptoms, over what the doctor says. That is true faith. Not just, well, someday it's going to happen. We have action here in our faith. And then when you go to church, again, like I was saying, is if the pastor preaches something and you can all agree on that, that's so good. But until you actually do it, you're just deceiving yourself, and you think that you are doing it by just believing it, but you're not. You have to actually do it. And it's not just believing. James 2:19 says, do you believe that there is one God? That's pretty good, but even the devils believe that and tremble. So belief doesn't make it an actual part of your life. It says we have to start doing what we believe. We have to start activating our faith by stepping out and not just saying, well, I believe that, well, I believe that too. Well, shouldn't your life start showing that? Shouldn't our life be an example by faith, by action, that we actually are doing what we say we believe? And so we don't deceive ourselves. The Bible talks about that. Do not be deceived. And for us to examine ourselves if we are really in the faith, because we don't want to just be religious people like the Pharisees, actors on the stage of life, pretending to be somebody they're not. Let's don't pretend to be somebody we are not. Let's be who we really, really are, based on the word. Believe it and do it. That is the difference. Do it with your whole heart, not just your mind. Make sure your heart is in it, and examine yourself. Am I really doing what I say I believe? Get in the scripture. Examine ourselves so that we know that what we are doing is really, really the truth of the word, and that we are really, really walking in faith.